So I'm here also with Philemon Mukarno, one of the composers, who's gonna develop this instrument together with Arden and Jesse Howard, who is the second designer. So maybe, Philemon, you want to say something about your idea for the voice skin and for your composition?
Yes, my composition. The text of my composition, I'm inspired by my grandfather. He was in a camp in Indonesia. He is a Dutchman and he worked for the military in Indonesia. And before he died in the camp, he wrote letters to my grandmother. And in the letters shows how he lives in the camp. And from that text, I'm making the text for the opera.
And you can see that here is the head. Here. It's already closed. And here is one arm. And here you have the opportunity, you can hold it, to open it like this. And it's also created so that if you want to bring the arm down, it can make shape. You can let this arm drop to your side, and it just falls around. It can also just be hanging on the body like this. And when we want, we can also bring it around and close like this. So you have some movement opportunities. Yeah, and it's quite
not so.
Yeah.
Wait.
To interact with her and be with her as a sculpture. That's what I found very interesting.
For us as the designers, it was also very interesting to interact with the voice skin as a sculptural element, because normally when you have a sound performance, all the electronic components and all the sound equipment is sort of hidden behind the scenes, and it's rarely moving with the body. It's rarely changing shape as the sound composes in the room. So for us, it was also really interesting to interact with this. How can it move? Can you take it off? Can you put it on? Can you? Yeah, it gave a lot of possibilities as designers.
The main decision was to use a vibration speaker or sound exciter. So it's basically like the inner part of the speaker without the cone. So it vibrates whatever you attach it to. So now in the prototype we have it attached to 6 different speakers, some stronger, some less powerful, attached to a clear acrylic sheet. And the idea when the garment is worn, that you have different channels for different parts of the body, so higher, lower, or it could be changed to the front or the back.
And so this is a surface that makes the speaker sound. So you don't have a box around the speaker, but you have the plastic surface, which is like a box, like a resonator box.
It's the resonator, basically. Yeah, exactly.
For me, it was really important that you could see the electronic sounding inside of the costume, that it wasn't sort of black box mystery what was happening. So we did tests with some wood and metal and different materials, and all has interesting sounds. But what's nice here is that it's also transparent. So the audience can not only hear the voice, but they can really see how is that voice being created, like inside out body.
We were talking about the modulation. Yeah, what I told you.
Yeah, you told me that the first stage of the performance is working with overtones and staying on one ground tone, but continue the modulations and the minimal changes in that technique. That you kind of create a base for people to enter in the sound, to get into it, and to just keep that idea and don't be afraid it is boring. So keep modulating with overtones with the one ground tone, maybe change a bit the ground tone, but not big changes, you know, not suddenly go high and do overtones, for example.
A ver, para. ¿Hay alguna... ¿De dónde viene ese cuclillo? Si no esfuerzas tu voz para hablar, habla suave. ¿De dónde viene?
So I start with the low bass and overtone. Yeah.
But let you take by the sound and what you are listening also an experience. Give yourself to it and try to get a mental state with that. I mean, you get me? No? Give yourself to the sound. Concentrate on that. No, not so much in a kind of structure. Enjoy the singing, feel the modulation, and modulate yourself with that, feel it, you know? I think that's not new, no? Everyone that plays try to feel what is playing. But it's hard when you play many times. Sometimes we banalize the situation. But I think you can do it still. Yeah? So, in your words, keep it low and modulate it. Yeah?
Ich mache Musik seit 1973. Ich war 19, ich habe angefangen mit Saxophon und der Einfluss eigentlich von Jazz, aber dann habe ich Minimum-Musik zu der Zeit entdeckt, so Terry Riley, Lamont Young, Philip Glass. Und das hat mich sehr beeinflusst von Anfang an, wo ich Musik gemacht habe. Das war der wichtigste Einfluss. Und parallel habe ich dann auch indische Musik und andere Musik von anderen Gegenden aus der Welt interessiert. Ich mag nicht den Begriff Weltmusik. Es gibt keine einzige Musik für die ganze Welt. Es gibt ganz viele Musiken. Und selbst wenn man sagt indische Musik, ist das auch ein Begriff, der eigentlich nicht spezifisch genug